My darlings, what a beautiful morning it is this morning. It's gonna be a gorgeous day. I'm very happy to see the sun shining, and the forecast for the rest of the week looks glorious as well, which is amazing news but also unsurprising, because whenever we have Chelsea Flower Show it's always gorgeous, and this year is going to be no exception. I think this year we've got the most jam-packed Chelsea schedule that we've ever had, and it really is the event that for me launches the summer season. It's my perfect event now. I think whereas in previous lives it feels like it would be all about Fashion Week, or it would be, I don't know, about something else. For me, Chelsea Flower Show is the week that I get most excited about, look forward to the most, take the most inspiration from, and we're kickstarting that in today's vlog. So tomorrow is going to be the press day for the Chelsea Flower Show, and it's not open to the public yet, which means hopefully it'll be a touch quieter, so I'll be able to show you around before it gets too busy, which is really, really exciting. So this morning we are going to plan some outfits. I placed a little luxury net-a-porter order, and it's very unsurprising what I have chosen, and I'm going to try on a few options with you. They're absolutely gorgeous. So first of all, I need to change my battery, it's flashing at me, and then we'll get trying. Before I get started on trying on the clothing, I want to do a special unboxing with you. This is my first time wearing beautiful jewellery pieces from a brand called Idyl. They are really revolutionising the world of diamond jewellery. First of all, the jewellery is actually created from lab-grown diamonds, I've spoken about my passion and intrigue in this a few times before. I definitely think that this is the future of diamonds, and I would go as far as to say, especially amongst the people that I chat with and my friendship group, I would say that lab-grown diamonds are actually becoming, I know this is scandalous, more desirable than mined diamonds. I think people now are so aware of the process of getting mined diamonds that lab-grown just seems, without doubt, the way forward. So I'm so thrilled that Idyl use lab-grown diamonds. They also use 14 karat gold in 100% conflict-free 14 karat gold, and that adds beautiful colour, brightness, and also longevity to the pieces. You can wear them as everyday pieces and the quality is going to stay tip-top. So I thought we would do a little unboxing together because they arrive in the most beautiful presentation. This little bag is going to be so handy. I think I'm going to use this as my jewellery bag in my suitcase when I pack that for the flower show, because we are staying in Chelsea for a couple of nights. Oh, that's quite cute. Got a little mirror here, so if I was on the go I could check my pieces. Oh! This is just a couple of little extras and a hair bubble. How sweet. Got some information here about the brand, lab-grown diamonds. They require little of the Earth's energy to grow and have the same clarity and sparkle. Don't know about you, but I just can't wait to see the pieces. I think you'll be really impressed, as I was, about the design of these as well. They have really innovated jewellery design to almost create multiple looks with just a few different pieces. This could not be any more adorable. Look at this. So this is how the jewellery arrives with you. It's completely different to anything that I've ever seen before. It almost looks like a little storybook that you open up to reveal the beauty that's inside. It says, "I can be both small and brave, be beside myself at all times, do good, go far, don't stop." And what these are is actually part of what makes Idyl so unique, because these are part of their modular design. And my thinking when choosing these, and I'll show you the other bits in a second, is that I can turn studs into more of a hoop kind of look. It will become more clear when I show you me wearing them. So next, in another beautiful little storybook, we have got these pieces, and here the modular design becomes a little bit more obvious. So the studs that I've chosen are quite simple, because I honestly think that a pair of classic diamonds is so iconic, goes with everything. And then you can see, hopefully here, this little bit, you attach it on to the back of the stud when you pop it on, if you want to, and then you have this little bit dangling below your ear. And then this is obviously a beautiful necklace. Look at the colour of that gold and the quality of the chain. Stunning. So it really is designed to be mixed and match. You choose your stud, you choose your base, and then you can just play around and create the perfect earring look for you. So I'll show you how it looks. I'm sure you will very much be able to imagine about how it looks just with a simple stud. If you are quite sensitive, then obviously the fact that these are 14 karat solid gold, it means they're not going to oxidize. So even for the most sensitive of ears, these are going to be absolutely perfect, which of course means you can wear them as everyday pieces as well. I'll pop the exact product names of these pieces that I'm wearing on the screen here. I don't want to get it wrong, and I will of course leave everything linked in the description box down below if you'd like to add any of these beauties to your collection. As with most of the clothes in my wardrobe, I do like to ensure that my jewellery is very timeless and good quality, so that I can wear it for many years to come. That's another aspect of being a little bit more sustainable with your jewellery selections. So this has got a few different loops, so you can choose the length at which you want to wear it. That is so pretty and elegant. Look at that. You're going to see how this looks with the outfits that I've chosen. Don't mind my nails. I'm going to be putting something on them later today, but I'm trying to build up the strength without gel for a little while. How absolutely gorgeous. Such a pretty design for the necklace. And then to give you another little close-up of this item, so this is the part of the modular design that you can add in, and then this little cluster of diamonds which matches the necklace is going to go under my earlobe, which is going to look so beautiful. So stud in, and then even this has got 4 different holes for different earlobe sizes, I guess. That is so pretty. Excuse the redness of my ear from all of the fiddling, but you can see there. Can I give you a close-up? There you can see in a little bit more detail just how pretty that looks, and it's so eye-catching but so subtle at the same time. I think this is just so elegant, and it's lovely because it's something a little bit different. You can really mix and match, show off your personality, your personal style, but still so classic that it's going to go with all of your outfits, which is exactly what you want when you are packing, when you're going for a special event, a special occasion. So pretty. And the first pair that I showed you with the little hoop, I'm really intrigued to see how these look, so let's give them a try. So this time, because this one kind of hoops underneath the ear, this is the shape of it, like a little hook, what I'm actually going to do is thread the stud through the modular additional bit and then pop it through my ear. How fabulous is that? So that has turned my studs into what looks like hoops. They're obviously not hoops because they're not going all the way through, but what a gorgeous design. I'm really pleased with the studs that I chose as well, because it really does look like one entire earring. So I can buy a pair of studs once, wear them as studs, wear them as hoops, wear them as under ear cuffs, I'm not sure what you would call that, and all of them match in so beautifully with the necklace. They're going to last a lifetime. I can wear these in the shower, I can wear them when working out thanks to the beautiful quality, and considering these are exceptional quality diamond pieces, the prices are incredible. There are no crazy markups, which can be quite mind-blowing in the jewelry industry, especially with diamond pieces. So I'm thrilled with these gorgeous pieces, and hopefully you agree they look absolutely stunning. So I'm going to style these. I'm going to pop the other one in. I'm going to style these with a few of the dresses, and we can decide which outfits I'm going to take with me for the Chelsea Flower Show. If you would like to take a further look at this beautiful jewellery brand, then I'm going to leave the pieces that I have styled here linked in the description box down below. So you can tap that link if you would like to discover more. If you are thinking about treating someone to a really special gift, you could kind of get them started on their Idyl Jewellery journey. You could pick up the studs and let them know that they can choose their modular bits, or maybe you know someone that has already got some beautiful diamond Idyl studs. You could purchase the add-on so that they can continue their mixing and matching. I think these just look absolutely gorgeous, so elegant. Okay, my darlings, I can't wait any longer. Let's start trying these beautiful looks. Okay, my darlings, this is something a little bit different. I feel like the obvious choice for me and for Chelsea Flower Show is a floral dress, but I wanted to try a little two-piece. I was inspired by the blooms on this gorgeous blouse, which is Zimmermann, as you can imagine. In fact, I think most of these pieces I'll be sharing with you are Zimmermann. If you're a fan of sparkles and love the jewellery and want to continue the sparkle, we've got some beautiful glistening buttons on here, but it's really the floral print that I am in love with. The great thing about the simplicity of the jewellery pieces is that they're not detracting from the outfit in the slightest. So you've got fabulous puff sleeves, beautiful almost vintage floral, the sparkle of the buttons, and I have styled with my little Ralph Lauren shorts. I'm just loving wearing shorts at the moment, and we've got the temperatures for them, so I'm making the most of that. Cinched in with my little Hermes belt. So this, I think, could be an option for tomorrow, for the press day. Lots of walking will be involved. Let me share with you a new bag. So I picked up 2 bags from Net-a-Porter, and I'd love to know your opinions. So first of all, the new 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 collection, the 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 summer collection. The size of this is just fabulous, but do we think maybe it's a little bit casual for this outfit? I love how much I can fit in here. It's got shoulder straps as well as the top handle, which will be very practical. I think given the green colour, this is one that's going to work for my wardrobe eternally and works for both smart and more casual occasions. I'll show you the next bag with the next outfit, but this is a very strong contender for day one. Okay, up next, I already knew that I would love this dress because I already own a dress with this silhouette from Zimmermann, and this is their new colorway. So you can see the most beautiful scallop detail on the top here. I love how much it showcases the delicate jewellery. You actually corset yourself in at the back there, which is, I would say, a two-man job, and then you've got the most stunning floral detail on the dress, this beautiful pattern. If there is ever an opportunity to wear your favourite flower dress, it is Chelsea Flower Show. The scallops continue down at the bottom of the dress. The colours make it so beautifully elegant and timeless, just like the jewellery pieces, and I feel very comfortable in floral dresses like this. I think this is one that I'll be taking with me dependent on the weather because it's a lot of skin exposed, so I think if we do get glorious warm temperatures, then this could be an evening option. It is, I would say, quite smart for a daytime dress at the flower show, but we do have some evening events as well. Let me show you. Here is the next accessory, and I feel that maybe there could be a little bit of a clash. In fact, yeah, I don't think these are quite right together, but this is so fun, I had to share it with you. This fabulous little summer holiday bag from 𝑭𝒂𝒐𝒅 with the lemons on at the top, and as you can see, all around the bag. I don't think this is a Chelsea Flower Show bag, but I think for summer holidays this is just so fun. We all know that I'm a huge fan of raffia and rattan bags, and I like the drawstring on the top. It just feels like everything's going to be a little bit more secure. No one can just peep in at your belongings. I just need to book a fabulous trip to the Amalfi Coast and this will be absolutely perfect. And finally, we have the dress that I was the most excited about and that I'm most confident will be the dress for tomorrow. It's a little bit more covered, as you can see, which I feel makes it a touch more appropriate is the word I'm looking for, and yet you've still got this fabulous floral design, which is so beautiful. Such an array of flowers on here, from dahlias, we've got this beautiful blue hydrangea, I think that even looks like a purple wisteria. Absolutely gorgeous, even without the bow cinching you in at the waist. It's got the most beautiful pleating and really unusual fun coloured buttons, which gives it such a fun kind of interesting finish. It's gorgeous how it frames the necklace. Nothing is being taken away from the dress with the simplicity and the elegance of the earrings. We do have little pockets as well. I'm thinking tomorrow it would be perfect styled with my little Prada basket bag, which is surprisingly roomy. I'll be taking a variety of cameras, phone chargers, etc., little makeup top-ups, and then footwear wise, I think I will wear my little 𝑭𝒂𝒐𝒅 raffia heels, which are so comfortable. So what do you think? I think I definitely saved the best till last. The shorts and the first blouse I think will be great maybe for day 2 when I am judging Chelsea in Bloom. I don't know if that'll be in this vlog or the next one. And the scallop dress perhaps for the Tuesday evening event, which is going to be really special. But the jewellery will go with absolutely everything, so versatile, from both casual daytime looks, not that this is casual, other daytime looks, to really dressing them up for elegant occasions. And yes, I think this is it. Absolutely perfect. Okay, my darlings, I'm going to pop on something a little more casual to do a spot of gardening because we've got a gorgeous day today, so I'll catch up with you later. Don't forget to check out the description box where everything that I've shared with you, from the jewellery to the dresses, will be linked down below. I almost forgot, I did also choose this beautiful hat, but unlike the jewellery, I think it is actually a little bit OTT with the outfits. Oh, but that does look rather fabulous. What do we think? Can I get away with wearing a giant flying saucer on my head to Chelsea Flower Show? It is giving very bougie, glamorous gardener, isn't it? Especially with the florals on the dress. I think I'm gonna have to post a picture of this on Instagram stories to get your opinion, because I don't know if it's too much or if it's simply fabulous. Let me know down below if you think I should do hat or no hat. Okay, my darlings, I'm going to get out into the garden now, but I will leave everything that I've shared with you here linked in the description box down below. Let me know which pieces are your favourite, and I can't wait to show you how else I'm going to be styling them throughout the vlog. Okay, let's head outside and enjoy this beautiful day. Right, so we are down in the greenhouse, my favourite place. It's already super toasty in here, and I did lots of work in here yesterday, lots of seed sowing. I watered everything very first thing this morning. I don't think I filmed that, but yeah, everything is nicely watered, and this is the perfect temperature for lots of my seeds to germinate. I'm probably not going to film too much gardening today because I think with the flower show you might get a little bit gardened out with these vlogs. I'm just removing a few of the lower leaves from my tomatoes, but a few jobs that I am going to do today. The final of my sweet peas need to go out urgently, ASAP. I need to pot on some of my courgettes. They are growing rapidly. This was one of my favorites last year, the 8-ball. They were like this big, round courgettes, and they were just so fun. Slice them in half, put them on the barbecue with some yummy things on top. Custard white, these I would say are more pumpkin-y. Didn't do very well on the Nero di Milano or the Patty Pan. That's a shame. I think these, maybe the seeds are a bit old. Not sure which ones these are because it just says trio of courgettes. And the custard white. Ooh, we've got one gold rush, so I'm going to get those potted on. I did plant out some seeds for some other kind of courgette types yesterday, so I just need a bigger garden basically to grow all of these in. My 𝘞𝘩𝘢𝘢𝘢𝘢𝘢𝑗𝑗 which is normally a really wonderful kind of striped variety, they haven't germinated yet, but hopefully they won't be too long. I think these kales can probably go out in the garden. Let's see if there's anything else that needs to go out. There's a few pots like this geranium that's just getting very dry and leggy. So a few things on my to-do list from in here, but overall it's looking good. Charlie's just making a coronation chicken sandwich for us both to have for lunch with some chicken we had on the barbecue the other day, so I might pop some of these microgreens in that sandwich. That could be extra delicious. It's looking good. Oh gosh, these have sprung up. Inspired by Lady B's greenhouse. She had pots of nasturtium and they looked really lovely. I also planted this little one with nasturtiums yesterday, so hopefully that'll come up. Look at this, perfect little strawberries. Delicious. This is Charlie's homemade coronation chicken from a chicken that we had on the barbecue a couple of days ago. Homegrown rockets, and then we've got a blue cheese topped pork pie from the butcher. Absolute perfection. Shout out to our multi-surface spray. We've been using the Purdy and Fig Counter Clean. I think I saw this on Instagram and decided to give it a try. This is their Counter Clean Uplifting Citrus, and what I really like about it is that this is obviously reusable. This is essential oils. Smells absolutely incredible. Like, this just smells like a gin and tonic, quite honestly. So you pour that into there, fill it with water, and then give it a shake, and that is your kitchen cleaner. It's a lot less chemically than other kitchen cleaners. Smells amazing, and this is the only thing that you have to repurchase. So yeah, very handy. I thought I'd give them a little shout out while I'm here. Just been joined by my teeny weeny, and I just had to take out loads of pak choi because it had bolted and been attacked by either butterfly or snail. There was a snail in here, so I think he may have been a very hungry culprit. I've put some more of this kind of kale in here because it's so delicious and wonderful in an omelette. It's the one with the purple kind of veins running through it. You can see more clearly up there. I'm trying a couple more pak choi. Let's see if we get any better luck. And something else that I've just had to do. Ooh, wow, that chard is doing very well. I've just had to put a cage here over my little radish because overnight, I literally looked at these yesterday and thought how great they looked. Overnight, someone has come and nibbled away at most of these radish, so I'm going to sew a second set alongside and put some protective cages on, but it's very annoying. This is a time of year we need to really eat salad with every meal because the Asian green salad and the perennial wild rocket over here is doing really well. Yeah, it's looking good. It's so toasty out here. I think I need to get this little boy in for a glass of water. Come on, bunny. Okay, my darlings, I've come inside for a little bit of a break, but more so because I've had another fashion delivery which contains, really good timing, a few more dresses. Gosh, it's so bright in here. A few more dresses which are definitely contenders for the flower show. It is from a brand called Wiggy Kit. I very much have Molly to blame for this because she said that their new collection was very me and said that there were some gorgeous dresses. I first heard about the brand a couple of summers ago. My friend Hannah, who we actually met in Mallorca, Phil and Hannah, she was wearing a gorgeous piece from Wiggy Kit, and I've just loved the brand ever since then. So I placed this order a few days ago, and these are definitely Chelsea Flower Show potential outfits. Everything's come in this box, so let's have a little rummage. So first of all, oh my gosh, it really is very me. We have got this green and white striped dress with this little, they almost look like little candies embroidered on it. So, so pretty. I think with a raffia belt, this will look absolutely gorgeous. Really, really cute. Obviously I need to give everything a steam. I might pop everything in my fashion fridge. And then in the same fabric, this is a different silhouette. This one's a lot looser, a kind of more fabric across the bodice version. I probably won't keep all of these, so I think what I'll do is film some try on clips later on and add them on top. So let me know down below which of these you think I should keep. I think the first one, just from looking at them initially, and this just fell out of the bottom. It's a fabric tie around the waist that could work on either of those dresses. I'm not sure which one it came with. And then we have, this could work really beautifully with the 𝘞𝘠𝘢 blouse that I showed you earlier, but it's this gorgeous fabric, this beautiful skirt with, if we look closely, it's just got the most gorgeous applique detail. It's almost like a giant, really thick thread embroidery. Such a nice detail, and then you've got this little scalloped attention to the pocket. Very clever design detail. You've got these little elasticated sections, which means it's going to fit really perfectly. And I do love a midi skirt, so I need to try on some beautiful tops with that one. And then this is so sweet. This one has also come with a little waist belt. Square neckline, beautiful green gingham fabric. Yeah, I do love square neckline, and this material and the colours are absolutely beautiful. Can't wait to try these on when I'm less bedraggled from gardening. But hopefully you'll have seen some try on clips here. This is the belt for that last dress. I would definitely recommend having a look at their website. Sorry, I'm just being blinded. I've had my cap on while gardening, literally the same gardening outfit as yesterday. But yeah, have a little look at their website. They've got some gorgeous pieces. So while the leaves of my pak choi may be inedible, I think it was actually slugs that had been attacking them, the stalks are full of goodness, full of fibre, and what I have got here is a little Tupperware which I'm going to keep in the freezer, and when I next make soups like a miso soup, everything that I'll put in here will be perfect for adding into a soup like a miso soup. So I'm going to chop these up so that they are bite-sized. This is spring onion from this morning, and then they'll stay fresh until I next want to make a nice soup. Well, I have spent the last maybe 5 hours gardening. Didn't show you as much today because there's only so much gardening you can watch me do. And we now have pizzas freshly made on the pizza oven for our dinner. Perfect reward after a day of gardening. Where are you off to, Dexy, you peculiar creature? I've got a margarita with about 1 million different types of cheese and a rosemary from the garden flatbread. It's still so gorgeously warm, so of course we're going to sit outside here and enjoy, and then I'm going to hop in the shower and wash my hair, ready to have a very early start in the morning. Yum. morning, my darlings. We've made it to beautiful, sunny London. And I thought I would just stop here. First of all, Ottie! She's a sausage. Sorry, had to feature him. We just met a sausage called Ottie and he's so gorgeous. Left home fairly... Oh no, it's okay, thank you. Left home fairly bright and early this morning, and I just wanted to stop here to show you this little cake display outside Hackett. This is for Chelsea in Bloom, which I know I've mentioned a million times, but I'm judging tomorrow, really exciting. And the theme this year is floral feasts. So what they have done is created a cake made out of flowers. Absolutely gorgeous. What do you think, guys?
Impressive. The one down here is awesome.
Oh, let's go and check them out. Of course, I'll show you loads. Oh, it's so bright. I'll show you loads more of the flower displays in the next vlog. Wowza! Oh my gosh, it's literally a feast. Look at this. We've got carrots, we've got Battenberg cake, a turkey. Absolutely incredible. They've even got a floral cheese board. This is rather fabulous. So we've just parked up and we're heading down to the flower show, but of course we've got lots of fabulous sights en route. So Chelsea in Bloom, loads of businesses. This is Savills and shops. They all cover their frontages in beautiful blooms. Completely free to come and look at them. I think it's Europe's largest free flower festival. These ones are actually edible. They've got salads and tomatoes. How fun! In amongst other blooms. Who's this? Smithson. Smithson. Absolutely lovely. This little seed station. Strawberries.
Flowers for the strawberries.
Gorgeous.
Wonder how you get those. What variety they are.
I don't know. Always, Cartier looking spectacular. I'm not sure they've quite done the floral feast theme, so I will definitely take that into consideration when marking them tomorrow, but they have done a spectacular job. Made it into the flower show and we've come straight into the Gnut Hospitality, which is such a wonderful place to base yourself. We've been here the last few years and they've got these really amazing coffee machines. Obviously the Gnut in Somerset is the most gorgeous hotel that Charlie and I visited a few times, but most recently for the last New Year's celebration, the year before last. They've got this fantastic spread here of breakfast goodies, including berries and jams that they actually make on their estate down in Somerset. This one is my favourite. I unboxed one of those the other day from Hobbs in that lovely goodie bag. Got some lovely eggs, some salmon. Ooh, we're gonna have a feast and then head out into the show. After a quick breakfast, we're out into the show. We've just been admiring this one here, which has got beautiful wildflower either side. This is the Friendship Garden. RHS Britain in Bloom, celebrating the amazing friendships that form when people garden together in their communities. Absolutely lovely. They've got alliums. Gosh, some magic. They've already got some dahlias. Beautiful little pathway. It's just gorgeous. Charlie, as always, on photography duty. A gentle trickle of water. We can get some inspo here as to what might grow around our pond. Gosh, how incredible, especially given my love of columns. The Gnut have recreated a Roman villa for their Chelsea flower show. It's just getting a little spruce up at the moment. They've got a variety of different statues inside. Iris, they've got some buxus. So many beautiful blooms in there. Very striking. Gosh, this has to be the most beautiful treehouse I think I've ever seen. There is an exciting rope bridge and oak staircase to get yourself into it on the upper level, and then down here there is this gorgeous little garden room. Imagine having this in the bottom of your garden. There's even a little cooker station, a fridge and a freezer for ice creams. It's been so beautifully decorated. Absolutely gorgeous. Maybe one day we'll have something like this in the garden. Gosh, I really have fallen in love with this setup. So they've got an incredible bar, barbecue, little cocktail station. I would quite possibly turn it into a potting station to do my gardening. And then if you spin around, look at this. So we go across the rope bridge. Oh, a little wigglier than I was expecting. And into this incredible area. We've actually just met the interior designer that did all of these beautiful trimmings. But my gosh, imagine hosting dinner parties up here. Absolutely spectacular. And we can get a little view here. So how Chelsea works is there are all of these show gardens which various companies, brands, businesses spend years, months and years planning them, and then they can win first, second, third prize, and it's often very high accolade to hold. You'll often see garden centres and bulb producers, plant producers showing off their Chelsea Flower Show accolades, and then you've got businesses promoting their beautiful products like tree houses, barbecues, greenhouses, and so many different businesses, from interior designers, obviously florists, clothing companies, all showcasing their wares. We are loving all the interior details here. Look at these little footstools. You can obviously wiggle them around to wherever you need them to be. Beautiful outdoor fabric, scatter cushions, gorgeous. They've even got the same book that I'm reading at home. This is the Water Aid Garden, celebrating our most precious resource, which is of course water. And they've got the most beautiful stream running through, and again some beautiful plants that would grow really well next to a body of water. So digitalis, of course, that we've just spent ages planting around our pond.
These are nice, whatever these are.
Type of bulrush maybe? Don't know. Lovely. We've stepped inside a shepherd's hut, and it's almost as though Charlie and I have designed it ourselves. We've got some beautiful antique furniture, a wood-burning stove. There's even a little kitchen in the back there with a sink, a butler's sink, and a very ornate bathroom. This is some of the plans. See how it would slot into your garden. Absolutely wonderful. I'll show you it from the outside as well. This is the company, Hammam Taylor. I can definitely imagine this in our bottom part of our garden, with wildflowers all around, making it fit into its environment, and then Charlie can have a little outdoor kitchen area nearby. What do we prefer, the treehouse or the shepherd's hut?
I actually think the shepherd's hut.
Yeah?
It's more practical.
I think children would get more excited by the treehouse, but I think for grown-ups, the shepherd's hut, it could even be like a little hobby house. You could use this as a little gardening hut, although nothing would really grow inside because it's a little bit too dark. But for flower pressing or flower arranging, it'd be fabulous. And I love how they've designed it with all of the blooms surrounding.
Beautiful.
Absolutely gorgeous. So much inspo here as always. Well, this garden has certainly got the bees in a very happy state. There are so many bumblebees in these dark, beautiful purple poppies.
Like a purple chocolate.
Yeah, they are the most gorgeous shape and colour. Goodness, seeing lots of purples and lots of yellows this year as well. Really beautiful. So this wild and wonderful plot is from the National Garden Scheme, who I'm a huge fan of. We can actually smell this garden before we saw it. They've got a mixture of beautiful wildflower. They've got some... Charlie, I think your love of digitalis is being well represented here. Is that a type of euphorbia?
Should be sponsored by Pictureless. It's a type of euphorbia, but...
I thought it was.
Yeah, I've not seen it before.
I actually prefer that to our euphorbia.
Spurge, not a very good name.
Lovely brick pathway. This is something very clever that quite a few of the gardens are doing this year. They've got QR codes either on their booklets, or actually some have got little wooden posts that you can just walk by and scan, and then you get the plant list which shows you everything that they're growing in the garden, which is such a wonderful idea. They might have done it in previous years and I hadn't noticed, but we're certainly taking note this year. So we can see all the different blooms they've got going on in here, and this gives us some information about a few of the upcoming National Garden Schemes. So some of the gardens that we visited recently, like 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 and Lady Bamford's garden, they are open to the public on the National Garden Scheme days, but otherwise they're private homes. So definitely worth following the National Garden Scheme if you like to have a little browse around other people's gardens. Beautiful structure. They've got this lovely, it's actually not covered, but it's almost like a dry stone wall pillared area with this gorgeous table set up in the middle. They've got a selection of lovely veggies. It has actually created some shade, but I think that's mostly from the trees. But again, a gorgeous setup that you could create in the bottom of your garden. So you might remember, if you watched the RHS vlog from last year, that I had a little bit of a surprise because I thought, foolishly, that our pergola in our garden was unique. We got it from Nicholson's when we first moved to the area. It was one of the first things that we saw when we went to Nicholson's for the first time. But then last year we came to this exact stall and saw this octagonal version of their pergola, which is actually created by the same company that created ours. And you can choose how many columns you want, what shape you want. I think they had more of a figure of 8 last year, but it's such a wonderful structure. They've got these incredible hanging barbecue setups as well, and this little log fire pit, which they've built a kind of food area around, which is such a great idea. If you're not a fan of the columns, but you still want a structure, this is a really fun one. So they've got a round table just with vines growing up it, and I like this for beans. I could do this between my raised beds. So they've got raised beds down here, and then the same style structure as our columns, but you could definitely grow sweet peas. They've got jasmine. I could grow my runner beans at that, darling. Is that a good idea?
The only thing to remember is our pathway is nearly double.
Yeah, but I bet they would do it to size.
It just could look
fabulous. It could look fabulous. They've got little stone structures around the edges with beautiful blooms coming out. This lovely table set up. It's absolutely gorgeous. Charlie and I were just saying it's incredible that they've been able to create something like this in a week or so, but as you can see, it's a lot of maintenance, keeping all of these living bits of moss and greenery alive. He's having to mist them under the scorching sun today. I say scorching, it's about 22 degrees, but still. Absolutely beautiful, a little bit more tropical with these bonsai trees, aces. It's a bit more kind of Eastern inspired. So there is a structure here, and it's almost like stepping into a garden submarine. You can take a look through the porthole. Wow. The hat is on because it's roasting, and I have found my darling girl sporting the most spectacular tan.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes, Mallorca did me well. Actually, was not tanning at all. It was just between shoots.
Really?
Terrible strap lines, but that was the dresses that we were shooting.
No, you don't have any strap lines.
No.
Zim Zim?
Zim Zim.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
their
Zim Zim.
silhouettes, not just the best.
Stunning, and also the quality. They're timeless, and you just feel really gorgeous when you're wearing them.
Do you remember your summer garden party? I wore the lilac version.
Did I saw this and I was like, gosh, I really wish I'd got the pink version.
I nearly messaged you.
No.
I was like, what are you wearing? Because we can't.
I did think about that. Can you imagine? She would have stolen the show and almost knocked you out with the pass.
No, show everyone what you would actually have knocked me out with.
Oh yes. Well, I've got a rather large gimbal in here.
Oh so my gosh, it's like a weapon. Oh my goodness.
So we've got the gimbal, the camera equipment. Yes.
You can never be watching Leo's vlogs and thinking, wow, that camera work. That's why. Stunning. So darling, what plant would you most like to pinch in here?
Ooh, very good question. Well, obviously the herbs are divine, but I think I'm doing quite well with herbs. And something I've never grown before myself is tomatoes, and I think like a cherry tomato, something really sweet and small.
Homegrown tomatoes.
I know.
Well, different. I know what I'm bringing you when I next come to your house, because I've got 12
The best presents come in tiny little boxes, don't they?
They do. Of diamond kind and strawberry tomato.
Very true. Very true. Very true. Diamonds and tomatoes.
All a girl wants. So this is the agriframes area. We are a big fan of agriframes, and this has reminded me that I actually bought this last year, and I need to set it up for my runner beans that grow so tall. I just set this up yesterday for my peas. They've actually got broad beans growing up on theirs, but broad beans don't always need supporting because they're such thick stems usually. They've got some kale down here. I like the idea of having like a little cut veggie patch in the middle of the decking, but as Charlie said, could be a little bit of a trip hazard after a glass of champagne or two.
My comfort zone now. I'm just happy in my garden. Yeah. You're not in Wales anymore, mate. No, this is terrible. Yeah. funny here.
So I have met one of my favourite gardening YouTubers, Hugh Richards, whose book I have mentioned many a time, and you always give me a million jobs I need to do in my garden.
Yeah, I'm sorry but not sorry, there's a lot to do.
There's so much to do, but I would love you to tell us what are the top 3 things, if we do nothing else, that we must do in our garden.
Alright, so the first one is going to be very kind of veg growing centric. A lot of people don't realise that your kind of last chance to sow a lot of your winter crops is in May. So like your parsnips, your Swedes, your leeks. If you haven't done them yet,
and you did mention leeks at some point.
It's all the good stuff though, isn't it?
I have to. So like those, like it's kind of like the last chance to do that. The other thing is, if you have anything that's grown, be it flowers or tomatoes or anything that is starting to flower, actually just pull those flowers off so they can put a bit more.
So strawberries as well then?
No, so
because our strawberries are flowering, should we?
The strawberries, but more so like maybe even like anything that's more like fruit and little fruit for a long time. If it's strawberries and it's only that like longer, it depends whether they're ever bearing or not. But if you're thinking about like things like peppers, tomatoes, all your different squash, and then a lot of your different flowers, if you just like remove some of the first ones just to help them put more energy into photosynthesis and grow. Don't worry about that. That's the other thing. Like, I don't actually mind composting edible food bits. You're like, oh, you could have eaten those beetroot or those beetroot leaves. I'm like, yeah, but those beetroot leaves next year will be next year's tomatoes.
Absolutely.
So
yeah.
it's a full cycle. That's a nice thing.
Love that.
Final thing in May is what's the final thing? Make sure you have a barbecue area ready for June.
Yeah.
It's quite important because you got to, you know, if you're spending all of that time being out there in the garden, you got to make sure that you actually enjoy it
and get some invites in for people as well. Because there's no point in having all this veg and lovely produce and not enough people to eat
That's
it.
the thing that I forget about. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have lunch tonight. Oh no.
Yeah.
That's quite nice actually.
I love that.
Good tips.
Right.
For the flowering, my peas are the only things for flowering so far.
Yeah, let them.
Let them flower.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, fantastic.
I mean, you can even eat the flowers if you want as well. They're like nice.
Not your sweet pea flowers.
No, not sweet peas. Don't eat
that.
anything sweet peas. Don't eat foxgloves.
No.
Yeah.
Don't eat your rhubarb leaves. So many things not.
Yes. But yeah, pea flowers.
Okay, we will have them in our salad. But I noticed a few questions in the last video that a few people wanted, like beginner's guide to gardening. Just follow Hugh because your videos taught me the basics of gardening and beyond the basics. So if you're not already following Hugh, I'll leave his channel down below and have a little watch.
There we go.
Lovely to meet Hugh, and now we're continuing our little stroll around. This is another fabulous outdoor structure. Gosh, imagine having your pizza oven in a setup like this. It is going to be very smoky.
Even with the vent,
True.
it does smoke a lot towards you.
It's more of a looker.
Mind you, the vent is there.
True. Absolutely gorgeous. So much inspo everywhere here. This is Neptune's garden. I don't know if they were here last year, but it's lovely to see some of their outdoor furniture. I like what they've done with the fabric on the ceiling as well to create some shade. Really nice little green outdoor kitchen setup behind. Beautiful. So as we're making our way round, we're seeing lots of our friends here. We have just found the Claverton Cloche stall. This is their first year doing Chelsea, and it just looks absolutely gorgeous. It's given us lots of ideas. For example, over here, what a great idea to stack your bases if there's something that's quite tall and needs a little bit more height. But how gorgeous the gardens look. They've got so many different veggies growing here to showcase how well the cloches work. Rainbow chard, lettuces, chives, fennels, herbs. Ooh, that's a nice kind of kale. That looks rather delicious. Stopped into the Soho lighting stall. They've got some really, I never thought I would get excited over light switches, but look at this. Imagine having this beautiful, ornate, kind of antique looking light switch for a conservatory or a greenhouse. Even this for an outdoor plug setup. Quality is gorgeous. Such a good idea. So this beautiful stall here is showcasing Highgrove House, the King's Foundation. I must say, I think this is the most aesthetic stall of products that we've seen so far. They've got everything from antique rhubarb cloches, they've got the Highgrove products, soaps, information on the royal gardens at Highgrove. How spectacular. Definitely somewhere that we need to visit as soon as possible. They've got Highgrove produce, all the jams, little memorabilia. I'm sure the king will be paying a visit when he arrives in a couple of hours. So at Highgrove here we have got replicas of the king's dogs. We just found out that they're going to be revealing them later, so this is a little exclusive preview ahead of the king visiting the stall a little bit later on. How cute! Collaboration with Burberry. Oh my goodness me, that is stunning. That is so beautiful. I'd wrap that around my hat. And that's obviously a scene from Highgrove, is it?
Yeah, that's the lily ponds and gladiator.
Wow. And you've collaborated with Burberry to do these silk scarves. Absolutely stunning. I think they'll do well this week, won't they? Oh my gosh.
This is all of your
That is stunning. And the green trench coats too. Wow. That is beautiful.
So
look at that.
Burberry on Knightsbridge has taken over with Highgrove.
Rhubarb gin with rhubarb from Highgrove's Gardens. Gosh, they've got so many beautiful products here. Well, it's an absolutely beautiful day, and I feel very lucky that we're able to come when it's a little bit quieter so that we can take in the full beauty of the flower show, because it's going to get busier and busier as the week goes on. I remember spending a fortune in there last year on different brushes, but my nails are very grateful for that. How beautiful! These ceramics made with impressed blooms. Absolutely gorgeous. This is such a fabulous idea. I've got into, oh, there's a little bee just gone into that flower. Just got into doing flower pressing on paper, but next, flower pressing on ceramics. How fabulous this looks. My goodness. Another of our favourite countryside attire brands stores. This is 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅. You can find gorgeous wax jackets which are going to keep the rain away, or some gorgeous boots. Let's go have a look. Very impressed with the balloons.
We've got Lupin Envy, haven't we?
Lupin Envy. Where were the boots that you showed me earlier, darling? These are absolutely gorgeous.
Well, they're nice. They're a statement boot, aren't they?
Yeah. I think these would go very well with the dress that I'm wearing now. Give a little bit of a Texas style, what do you think?
Yeah, I like them.
Really nice. Such beautiful quality as well. They've got shirts with the ruffles on the collar, and I'm going to try a jacket.
This is an 8 because you're tiny. It's cold.
That's quite alright on the
And it will poke out a little bit because it's literally just been flat packed.
Getting fully decked out. This is such a gorgeous wax jacket raincoat. It's based on the Edwardian riding jacket, so the shape would allow you to be comfortable on your saddle. Really lovely detail, like this cord on the sleeves, little suede details up here. And look at the back.
Love that.
So you can cinch it in and create a beautiful silhouette. It's lovely. Come and have a look at these boots. They've got some really beautiful designs, and Charlie and I were just saying it's so hard to find quality like this now. But this is family-run brand. They've been here since 2020, coming to
No, year 2000.
2000. That's what I was going to say. So 24 years next year, which is quite the honour. But yeah, so many beautiful pieces. Well, I'm having great fun playing dress up. This is actually a waterproof cap, so definitely an upgrade on a rainy day to my straw one that I've been wearing earlier. Fabulous jacket, and then I couldn't resist trying the 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 Western boots as well. They've actually got the 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 logo embroidered onto it, their lion logo. I really love this look. Too many layers for a warm day like today, but for a countryside walk, perfection. You can see the colour and the detail of the jacket a little bit better here. Look at this beautiful pattern. It's just something a little bit different. Got the logo, got the pockets, cord detail. Such a flattering silhouette. I love it. We've come back to the Newt for some lunch, and it's a lot busier, my goodness. Band in full swing. Well, we've just had a delicious lunch at the 𝘞𝘡, their hospitality is always out of this world. All of the food there, well, lots of it's actually come from their estate down in Somerset. It's all so fresh.
They set the standard,
so
don't they, in terms of service, and even just like all their tomatoes are hydroponically grown in on their estate.
Yeah.
It's up there with sort of ʻŌth𝑦𝒆, the 𝘞𝘡 level, isn't it? They're in the same sort of top tier.
I would place money on the fact that when the 𝘞𝘡's contract runs out, Lady B wants to get her hands on the hospitality here.
That would be amazing, but we love the 𝘞𝘡 as well.
We do. So I think we have about an hour until the king arrives, and us mere mortals get asked to bugger off in the nicest way possible. Yeah, basically everyone gets booted out so that His Royal Highness can have a peaceful viewing. So we are going to do a final lap, and there's still so much we haven't seen. We haven't been in the main pavilion yet. We haven't done half the retail. Luckily today is not our only day coming, but we're prioritizing the outside areas today while it's glorious, and then tomorrow, which might be in the next vlog, we will do the main pavilion. But for now, there's plenty more to see, so let's go. Of course, we're paying a visit to Hartley Botanic, the makers of our greenhouse, and we are exceptionally pleased to see that they've taken inspo from our build and added some Hornton stone to the front of this mega greenhouse that they've got on display here, with herbaceous borders surrounding the edges. Let's take a look inside. Gorgeous dining table setup. So they've got the oxenwood furniture here. We didn't see them at Chelsea the last couple of years, but of course you might recognise the stone circular table that we've got down in the bottom of the kitchen garden. And we get a lot of questions about where it's from, and this is the brand. So oxenwood. They've got some gorgeous extra long dining table styles, this really beautiful outdoor friendly fabric on these cushions, which is absolutely gorgeous. It's just so lovely to see so many of our favourites here. Charlie's been buying a lot of art for the house lately, but I've got to say this kind of kitchen garden cluster is catching my eye. Charlie likes the cows. That does look great. Georgina Potter. But don't you think this one with the terracotta pots and the trug? So we are inside the Great Pavilion, and often what you'll find in here is lots of plant retailers. So a lot of the companies that are advertising or showing in here will actually have bred, they'll have bred a lot of these plants themselves, and this is of course where it's really important for them to win awards or get accreditations from the RHS. So for example, this store behind me, they will have created these hostas by breeding different varieties together. Spot Mary Berry amongst the hostas. So we have got all of these different kinds around our pond. They do exceptionally well in shaded areas, but there's so many different kinds here that I've never seen before, like these lovely wiggly leaf ones and the different coloured lime and fresh zingy green. Beautiful. So because today is a press day, there's lots of filming going on for various publications. Could be a Gardener's World, could be something else. So for your sauna and cold plunge, they've got an outdoor shower, and then inside the shepherd's hut there's actually a sauna in this one. How fabulous. Plank Bridge Master Hut Makers. Amazing. Gosh, these are so pretty. How fabulous to have this for a summer garden party. I love the wicker furniture in there as well. What a gorgeous setup. So this area down here is specifically if you are looking to create something beautiful on a balcony. And what creative vision they have got. This would really inspire you if you've just got a little outside space like a balcony. If you lived in a city, you can still create your own garden wonderland. That looks incredible. A gorgeous day. We have just left the show and we're checking into our room for the next couple of nights, and they have so beautifully decorated their entranceway. Let's take a look inside. So we had a quick-ish turnaround in the room, a quick blitz through the inbox and editing a few photos from today. I literally just copy and pasted our dreamy presets onto all the photos and it looked absolutely perfect.
They look dreamy.
They did. They looked utterly dreamy. I'll pop a few before and afters on the screen here so you can see how beautifully they turned out. So we have got a really special dinner this evening at River Cafe, which is a lovely restaurant in Hammersmith. And we've decided, look, King Charles Cavaliers.
Have you ever been there?
No, have you?
Yeah, so I went there with clients about 8 years ago.
Yeah.
Having heard that it's amazing.
Oops.
And I've just always wanted to go back ever since.
Ah.
Because it's, yeah, I mean, it's a famous female chef.
Oh, right.
Which is obviously quite unusual even 10 years ago
Is
to have a female
still
chef.
There?
Yeah, let me look what her name is, but it's
We'll
Italian
fact check
cuisine,
that.
right?
Italian.
Yeah.
Fabulous. So we've decided we're going to walk. It's about an hour away, and it's a really lovely evening. So we're going to head down to the river and take the scenic route. Well, I feel like Em would be exceptionally proud of us now because she always walks everywhere in London from A to B, and I often see on her stories when she's doing this beautiful riverside walk, and I sometimes get that little pang of missing London. Of course, I would never swap our Cotswold views for this again, but
Still epic city.
it is the best city in the world, and evenings like this, it's just glorious to walk along the river, especially knowing that there's a sensationally delicious dinner waiting for us on the other side. Probably a touch breezy for vlogging. We had every intention of walking all the way to the River Cafe and got to what we thought was about 3 minutes away, and I was stopping to change my shoes, and then Charlie suddenly realised that he has put the wrong River Cafe into Google Maps, and this is not the first time that Charlie's done this.
I think we were just going to end up at some cafe.
We were just going to end up in a cafe by the river. Luckily we had walked in the right direction, but you are such a plonker.
It took us about 10 minutes out of our way.
It did, but we are going to be 20 minutes late, which is very silly. We also, just for the fun of it, walked across Putney Bridge just for a little bit of scenicness.
What's our step count? How do you work out your step count?
I reckon we've probably done about 30,000 steps today at least.
On your phone?
It's in the health app. But it has meant that I've been able to change my shoes in the taxi because I'm not sure that Vivo barefoots are quite the vibe for River Cafe. How many steps have we done today?
How does it say this? Body measurements?
22,000, is that it? Oops.
Is that not quite a lot?
Well, you're meant to do 10,000 a day, and we've apparently only done 22,000
We've done double what you're meant to do. That's
Yeah,
quite a lot,
but
considering we
that
were driving, we were in the car till 10 AM nearly.
Yeah, but think how much walking we've done around Chelsea Flower Show, and then we've just been walking like fast paced.
17.2 kilometres, I mean that's pretty
17
impressive.
kilometres. Wow.
That's quite far.
But that's a lot of walking that you're meant to do every day if you do 10,000 steps. Anyway, I am ravenous, so we're nearly there, and I'm going to devour the entire venue.